Welcome to Geauxbear's Diecast Workshop, episode 50. Remember, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you'll be notified of my future videos. A couple of months ago, the Three Blind Mice approached me and asked if I would like to be their first ever host to one of their builds, and I was super excited to do it. And so I was able to pick a date and a casting, and it happened to be that I picked the 1970 Monte Carlo. Now this is a special car to me because my mother owned one of these back in the day, and my father actually special ordered it, and I'm going to try to replicate that as close as possible. Now I had to call upon my sisters, Karen and Angie, for some of the particulars on the car because I was only 6 at the time. I kind of remember the color and everything, but as far as interior and things like that, I didn't remember it at all. So they assisted me with bringing this car back to life in honor of my mom and dad. So we're going to go ahead and take it apart. I've already drilled it and tapped it with some 256 button head screws. The car wasn't really beat up too bad. It hadn't been played with. It was actually just a casting I had purchased because I like the Monte Carlo. And like I said, there was a lot of participation to be happening around this build, so I hope everybody goes out and checks out everybody else's builds. There's a plastic interior, a blue windshield. We're going to have to do something about that. I have an idea. And the casting itself. So I'm not going to go through the stripper or the sanding and everything. I bought this little nail shaker, and I found out that it works pretty darn good for shaking up my paints. And of course, you see I have the splash paint that I love to use. And you shake it up and everything gets mixed real well. So when it comes out of the gun, it's going to be uniform. Now off to the spray booth. We're going to go ahead and get some primer on it. Of course, I'm using the Tamiya Fine Surface Gray Primer. Making sure I get a good, nice coat on it. Now, a little backstory. The pressure was on to make this thing worthy of honoring my mother and father. And I'm going to tell you, this little casting gave me the dickens. I must have painted it 3 times before I was satisfied with how it came out. First time I actually had the shade totally off, so I stripped it and back into the paint booth it went. So what I'm painting here is a rattle can Tamiya, and it's a green mist pearl color. It's a little off on the hue, but it'll be okay. I think it's going to be relatively close. And it's going on real nice. And of course, this car had a vinyl top on it, and it was actually the forest green vinyl top. So it will be two-tone. And I'm going to use that Highland dark green that you saw shaking up in the little shaker. And I'm going to try to make sure I get all of the details I can onto the casting. So here I am with the Molotov pen, working on the chrome around the windshield, fender wells, the bottom skirting area, door handles, and headlights. I'm also going to make sure that I take care of the white fog lights. And off camera, I did spray that windshield. That was blue. I sprayed it with a tester's tint. It's a black tint that you can spray. And it actually came out very nice. You'll see that in the end. Now you have to take your time and have a steady hand, which it was as steady as I could get it. I think in the future I may run a bead of tape to try to keep those lines a little straighter than what they came out. I mean, they're pretty darn close though. And just look at that vinyl top area. That green came out wonderful. So here's what we started with. Had a blue windshield, black wheels, plastic wheels, which I put real riders. And again, we did a color change to match my mom's car. And you'll see the result of my hard work. Don't forget to go out and check out everybody's bills. I'll be doing a recap on this tomorrow to make sure that everybody has time to get their bills uploaded. If you haven't sent your pictures into the Three Blind Mice, please do sometime today. But here it is. Green with the forest green top. Real riders. Tail lights detailed. It actually did have a cream or a beige color interior. My dad special ordered this car for my mom and put all of the bells and whistles that she wanted. Green was her favorite color. And she loved to go fast. That's where I guess all of us girls got it from. My dad had 3 girls, of course. As I mentioned before, Karen, Angie, and myself, Harolyn, which I was named after my dad. He was a Harold. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you for all the support that you guys have given me over the year and a half that I've been doing this hobby. I really love it. Like, share, subscribe. Ring the bell so you'll be notified of any of my future videos. And please leave a comment. I love talking to you guys and hearing what you think I should be doing better, or if you like what I've done. I should have another build coming out on Wednesday with the 4 Horsemen. I think it's going to be the El Camino, which was my dad's car. So, leaving you with some glamour shots. Again, thank you to the Three Blind Mice, Paul, Jim, Lee, and George. You guys are phenomenal. You've done a lot for this community. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. Stop back by.